This video is going to show you how to do the knockout method in Cricut Design Space. So I pull up the word home. That's what I like to do when I make my signs. And then I did this. You'll see I have these extra characters in there. Most people use the I Love Glitter font, and this is how you get the extra tails and the heart in the center. So I thought I would show you what it looks like beforehand. So I'm going to go here and change my font to I Love Glitter. The other font that I have for home is just Impact, so you can get a good idea of what it looks like. So I'm going to reduce my letter spacing, and as with all welded fonts, but also if you want to create the shadow layer for this and slice, you're going to weld. Make sure everything's overlapping. This isn't really overlapping, so I'm going to undo it and then reselect my font and do my letter space a little bit more. Now I notice that it's really overlapping, so I'm going to redo this. I'm going to ungroup it. I'm going to select just these ones because that's all I really need to move, and I moved it with my mouse, with my arrow keys, and then I'm going to go back and select it all and weld it. Now an important thing here is to make sure that when you use this font, you weld it. Both of these need to be welded because you can only slice 2 layers at a time, and that's what we're ultimately going to do. So I'm going to change this to a pink so you can see it, and if I click out of here, select it, I can go to Arrange, Move to Front. Now what we want here is a shadow layer. I noticed that my K filled in because my letter's too close when I welded, but that's okay for these purposes. So now what we're going to do is change this font to a print. Okay, we're going to go to Make It. Oops, it's a little too big. I'll just reduce the size a little bit. Too big. We're good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is continue. When I push Send to Printer, I have this mess here. I'm going to right click it and save image as, and I'm just going to save it as Craig and Katie Bleed. Now we're going to get out of all of this.
Look at this. This looks like a woodpecker.
Oh, buddy. Great.
It looks like a woodpecker, but now when you have the stuff on it.
Thank you. It's just my son showing me some stuff. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to upload image. I'm going to browse and I'm going to find the one I just saved. Now we're going to go to Simple, and I'm going to use the wand. I'm going to get rid of the background space, continue, and we're going to save this as a cut file. It doesn't look right, but it is right. So I'm going to save this as Craig and Katie Bleed, and we'll save it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to upload an insert image. Now what we can do here is go over to Contour and get rid of that box around it and then this box inside of it, so we're just left with our shadow. Now if I click my original one, it's 7.563 inches wide. So I'm going to rotate this way, and I'm going to make it 7.563 inches wide. So I'm going to change this to white over here just so that we can see it up against our other colors. And now you'll see if I put the pink here, we move it to the front, it will line up in there. So it's not perfect because we're going to need to make this a little bit bigger. But you can kind of play around with it until it gives you the size that you need because the shadow layer is a little bit bigger, my dimensions were a little bit off, but that's about right. So then what you're going to do is, what I would like to do is I select both of these and I center horizontally, align and center horizontally, and then I align and center vertically. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to slice. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to delete the white spaces, and then you'll see that there's that part there that I got rid of. And I can just bring this up here and fit it in. Make that a little bit bigger. That should fit just about perfectly. There you go.